Hello again, everybody. Zach is here with my Atakline for this Monday, May the 1st, 2017. It has to be May. It's going to be May today. May Day. Let's get started with the last gigs of April that I did this past weekend on Friday and Saturday. First things first, my Almut Middle show for the Mother's Sundays was rescheduled from March the 10th because of that windstorm that knocked out a lot of power, causing a lot of events to get postponed, including this one. Couldn't pick another day because I was scheduled to see Chris Rock, but unfortunately I was not able to see Chris Rock after all because of the fact that I was doing this gig now. So it was still a fun show. Mother's Son shows are okay. Daddy Doll's a lot more fun because the girls like to dance a little bit more than the boys do when it's Mother's Son. But for this being that kind of event, it was still a decent show. Boys dance, I think, a lot more than usual. And a lot packed crowd, even with the 1 month delay. It was still a great, fun turnout this past Friday night in Almont. You know, like, line dances obviously work. Whipping Nene worked in Juju. Boys didn't know the Juju that much because the girls know more about it. But hey, they liked it, like almost everything I did. So, get ready to start the weekend. It continued on Saturday at Zucolo's. DJ there one time, and I DJ there again for a Commander's Ball for the Mount Clemens Power Squadron. People behind me saw me at a lot of women events because they play at Ike. They go to Ike things even when it's away. So they saw me at Romeo and did a lot of yacht club things, but it's like not a yacht club thing, but it's a boat thing, but not like a yacht club thing. Because it was a Commodore's Ball like, but it was Commander's Ball. And it was kind of like playing for Hewittport Yacht Club. Hewittport Yacht Club are a lot older, like 50 and more like 60 and over. It's almost like that, but times a trillion when it comes to the really older folks. So I like really revise the show because to these people, the 80s are a lost decade, and so is basically the rest of them now. Basically, 50s and 60s worked. Like Motown worked, Proud Mary worked, Frankie Valli worked, disco worked. But there was some newer stuff that did get okay, like Billie Jean did okay, and Journey did okay, because we did have some younger folks, and I do mean few, excluding myself, that was younger than 65. So, again, turned out to be a fun show. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody had a fun time, whether they danced or not. The slow dances worked. Like, when it's like this old of a crowd, the slow dances always get a lot of people on the floor at these shows. This is the only time they like to dance is the slow dances. And they all, like I said, very well received. Like, the first one we did was B&G's How Deep Is Your Love. The entire floor was packed. Then we played the rest of the slow songs I had planned out and turned out well as well. So, great gigs. I am scheduled to DJ this Saturday at the Bayside Yacht Club's Commodore's Ball for the first time in 3 years. I'm hoping to do some Romeo softball games, but the weather's not looking good for tomorrow. So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I'm talking to do some softball games, but we shall see. On with your entertainment news, starting with your number ones. We have a still number one movie with no competition at all. The Fate of the Furious reigns supreme for the third straight week in a row with a dismal 19 million. With spring weather finally taking bloom, a lot of people spent time outside. While movies like The Circle with Tom Hanks bombed, and of course the latest WWE disaster, Slight, only made $1 million. So, say hi to it at Walmart tomorrow for $5 in the $5 bin of the DVD section. So well, the movies did okay. But of course, this upcoming week, you got Ooga Shaka, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I'm expecting a huge opening for that one. Probably one of the most anticipated sequels of the year. We have Billboard number ones. We have first a still number one album for the second week in a row, like the movie's box office. No competition for Kendrick Lamar, reigning supreme again for the second straight week with the album Damn. Well, we did have some interesting debuts, including a top 10 debut from Incubus with their latest album, 8. And I thought Guardians of the Galaxy would be good. I thought it was going to be a big sale. But the album came out April 21st. The physical came out the 20th for the sequel soundtrack debut number 8. But with the physical coming out and, of course, the movie coming out this week, I expect a big jump for the soundtrack. We have a new number one single as Kendrick's 1 week reign of Humble is over, as a song that's been stuck in the top 5 is finally number 1. His first number 1 as a solo artist, not featured artist, in a couple years, of course, referring to Bruno Mars with That's What I Like, the second single from 24 Karat Magic. And that song's okay. It's kind of a sexy little song because he did a lot of award shows this past winter. I'm getting requests for it, but it's like, it's not the right place for it. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, we're in the summertime coming up. We need more bouncy songs. I like bouncy songs because I can play them at all ages schools. Like, I can play like Justin Timberlake's song, Can't Stop the Feeling. I can play it in elementary schools. I can play it in middle schools. I can play it in high schools. Bruno Mars, I can only play like in high schools and middle schools because it's too sexy. That's what I like. It's an okay song. It's kind of catchy, but I want more bouncy. I want 120 beats per minute, not 98 beats per minute. He has the most number ones this decade. Well, one of the most number ones this decade. Counting himself as a solo, as a head artist or feature artist. He has 7 number ones overall in males, with Rihanna's 9 and 8 from Katy Perry. So he's heading towards trying to be one of those top number 1 guys in the 2010s. But it's not the only news for Bruno today. Not only has Bruno found out that he's the number 1 on Billboard Hot 100, he's performing at the Billboard Music Awards on May 21st. A lot of performers are set for it. A lot of nominees, including Bruno, Camila Cabello, formerly of Fifth Harmony, Celine Dion, Drake, Ed Sheeran, Florida Georgia Line, without the Backstreet Boys, Imagine Dragons, John Legend, Lord, and Nicki Minaj, because it's premiering a new video today. So a big star-studded performance set, with Drake one of the top nominees with 22 nods, tying with the Chainsmokers. We'll probably get more performers set for the award show taking place on May 21st. Keeping with the award show performance news, one of the nominees will be announced next week on May 9th. The CMT Music Awards announced its first set of performers and its host. The performers will be Blake Shelton, Brett Eldridge, Luke Bryan, Miranda Lambert, and Thomas Rhett, kind of like the usual suspects when it comes to country award show performers. And hosting the show will be Nashville star, because now that Nashville's on CMT, makes sense, cheap plug, for Charles Aston. Or as me and my fellow Who's Liners like to call him, Chip Aston. But we are proud of him for what he's done outside of Who's Line, being a star in this Nashville show. He released a statement saying that everyone knows that CMT is a special connection with country music, and incredible fans will love it so much. That connection is why our show, Nashville, is now a perfect home in this network. It's also why there's no other show like the CMT Awards. It's a show dedicated to the fans and an annual chance for them to place their votes for their favorite artists. Besides always being flat out fun, it's always been a stage for magical musical moments and a place where some of country music's biggest legends have been made. I'm thrilled and honored to get to host this big event. For one of the first times in a while that a male host hosted the show. We get a lot of females the last couple of years, but now we have a male host with Mr. Chip Aston. That show will air on June the 7th during CMA Week, CMA Fest Week. Of course, Billboard on May 21st. Both award shows announcing its performers. CMT nominations out next week. Meanwhile, I alluded to this on the Atakline recently about the promised reissue of Prince's Purple Rain has been promised since Prince returned to Warner in 2014. Of course, ever since his untimely passing, the demand for it has been more rampant. It was announced back in February, and up until last week, we had no official details concerning the album. There was a leaked track list that came out, but then this past Thursday night, early Friday morning, a previously unreleased song was released onto streaming services, Electric Intercourse. A studio version of a song has been long bootlegged as a live version. That set the wheels into motion to finally unveil the official details concerning the Purple Rain reissue. Now, there's been a little bit of differences between what was announced and what is actually coming out. First things first, the release date's been changed. It's being pushed back 2 weeks. It was set for release on June 9th. And now it's going to be out June 23rd. Although the original day was set around Prince's birthday, June 9th. You know, his birthday is June 7th, while on his birthday week. They're actually going to make this time with the almost exact release of the Purple Rain soundtrack in 85, which is coming out on June 25th, 1985. Same day Michael died in 09. So releasing it towards that anniversary instead of Prince's birthday week, June 23rd. And we're going to get 3 discs of music. First disc will be, of course, in the track listing was white. That was linked. First disc will be the original album, and the second disc will be a bunch of outtakes, including Dance Electric, Computer Blue, Weekend Funk. Basically, the entire set list that was revealed for the audio list was white. Now, variations are interesting. There's going to be a 2-disc version with the original album and the outtakes. Then there's a version I'm interested in, the Deluxe Expanded, as they call it, with the first 2 discs with the outtakes and the original album, plus the B-sides that was promised. 17 days, Rock City, including extended mix, and a couple single edits. But the reason I'm buying it is an expanded edition, the live concerts. Now, there was a little bit of a difference, a little bit of a change. Besides the release date changing, it's no longer going to have 2 concert films. Only 1 concert film is now being delivered. But it's a concert film we kind of expected to be one of the scheduled 2 concert films. The long out of print Prince and the Revolution live VHS from Syracuse. I used to rent that video like crazy. To finally have it on DVD, and it's promised to be remastered and restored from the original master tapes. Can't wait to see it in all of its full remastered glory. Cannot wait to finally get a proper Prince DVD to play at my shelves. So I had that wave until the year 2000, but he rearranged a lot of songs, and and shortened too. So I seen this video when I was a kid, and I know what songs are going to be good for this show. For my show, when I get to play it. So can't wait for that. June 23rd, can't come any faster for the reissue of Purple Rain finally officially unveiled. The details. With, like I said, electric intercourse being available now as a download and on streaming services. But while the Prince has got a reissue coming out, we have a little bit of news on, some would say the Queen, if it's not Madonna, Janet Jackson. It's been kind of a whirlwind couple months for her. She postponed the tour, which still has no rescheduling, which may lead on to what I'm about to say in a minute. She had a baby, and her husband dumped her. So now she may want to go back to work. A mysterious countdown has popped up on a website early this morning, leading to a countdown a stop time of 9 p.m. What the announcement is it going to be a new album? Is it going to be a new single? Or what the fans have been begging for a while? Either we schedule dates for the Unbreakable tour or for refunds. I heard there was a lawsuit about not getting a refund for the Unbreakable tour. Man, that's why it's fucking this announcement coming up. Maybe she's going to finally reschedule it. She's postponed this tour like, what, 3 fucking times? This Unbreakable tour? And she was breakable. Yeah, the tour's been postponed a lot of times and she hasn't made up those dates yet. Is she finally going to do it? Is this finally going to be the tour? Or is it going to be a new album, new single? Or something completely different? But we shall see what this announcement is going to be from JJ. Now on to some festival news. First, about a festival announcing its performance, and of course the aftermath of a shitty festival. Of course, the Fire Festival. God, everybody on Twitter and Facebook Thursday night grabbed their popcorn and started eating it up as they were reading all the news coming out of the Fire Festival. That was a scheduled music festival in Bahamas. Co-produced by John Woo and Billy McFadden, it was promised to be on a private island that was owned by Montalban. It was Carlos Montalban. And it was scheduled with big performers like Blink-182 and Migos and Major Lazer. But then, as everybody arrived for the first weekend on Thursday, it was a fucking shit show. It's been compared to the War of the Flies and the Hunger Games, with millennials paying a lot of money and got basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, fucked! They arrived with the luxury tents not being set up, a storm knocking it down according to a statement from the founders, making their excuse. And the luxury food was nothing more than a slice of cheese and a bunch of bread and a side salad. Yeah. $12,000 down the fucking drain. So it was basically a shit show. Added on to the fact Blink canceled the performance, which would lead others to do so. But by Friday morning, the entire festival had been canceled. Not just the first weekend, but the scheduled second weekend that was supposed to be this weekend. It's been rescheduled for next year. And John Woo and Barry McFadden, a business entrepreneur, have been on damage control ever since Thursday night. Releasing statement upon statement, interview against interview, saying that the festival will take place next year with free VIPs for all the people that bought this year. It'll be anywhere but the Bahamas. Now, they had a choice to do it at the Bahamas again. They said it would be in the U.S. But Bahamas kind of got shafted out of that and kind of got fooled by these guys. And the fans got fooled too. It wasn't even a private island. It was a sandals resort. It turned out the location was. And the Bahamas released the tourism. The Ministry of Tourism reported that John Woo and Barry McFadden are not allowed to do any more festivals again. Or at least attempt another festival in Bahamas. So, like I said, even if they want to do another festival next year and have better planning and more organization, and not just do it themselves, like Live Nation promoted or something, even if they wanted to, they would not have it in Bahamas at all. So, there you go. Well, one festival turned into a dumpster fire. So, it was made for that. Another big festival is set for 2017, called a continuation of the Budweiser Made in America Festival for September 2nd and the 3rd, Labor Day weekend, with Jay-Z. At least he has good organization for that festival. There's a little noise on that thing here. Of course, Jay-Z will headline it, not with his wife, but the headliners will be him and J. Cole, along with the Chainsmokers, Cascade, Marshmallows, Migos, who will probably show up because this festival's not fire. Solange, Beyonce's sister, One of the Jewels, Little Dragon, 21 Savage, DMX, who's out of rehab, and there's a group called Rehab, ironically. Vic Mensa, Pusha T, is a lot of people. I'm just going to do the ones I've heard of. DJ Mustard, producer, Wizkid, and Saliva. How the fuck to get them? It's weird. So there's a lot of bands on this tour. Not this tour, but this lineup for this festival taking place in Philly at the Benjamin Franklin Parkway during Labor Day weekend. So one festival's got the performers and one festival's going down the fucking drain. They want to do it next year, but we'll see if people will believe the hype or say, fuck you, we don't believe you after what happened in 2017. That is it for the Atakline for this day. Thank you so much for watching. With that being said, you've all been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later. Bye-bye.